Hi, my name's Kelly. I met Vicky probably about a year ago now. I came to her in desperation. My first daughter, Vaya, had basically been sleeping with me for the first year of her life, and I basically hadn't slept for a whole year. I was probably up at least two, three times a night, and I really didn't know what I could do. At the time, my mother was trying to give me advice, and I don't know if there's many of you out there, but I just couldn't. For some reason, the advice that my mother was giving me, I just couldn't work with, and I felt as though I needed someone else who could help me. I found Vicki on the internet. Um, and as soon as I spoke to her, I just it was just the most amazing miracle that had walked into my life. Vicky is one of the most nicest people I've ever met, and she was so understanding of what I was going through. And I don't think, I think a lot of the time you can ask for advice out there, but every mother has advice. And everyone's different, but the problem is I needed the right advice. I needed someone to understand how hard it was for me to let go of Avaya. I think it was more of an attachment problem, but also, she'd been sleeping with me. I hadn't actually been able to put her in her own bed. It was situational. I'd been traveling for 6 months. So, cut a long story short, I worked with Vicky over quite a long period because I had a few things happening in my life. Vicky was so understanding of that. She let me do everything in my time, and it worked around me and Vaya's needs, which was so important to me. When we finally put things into action, she spoke to me on a daily basis. She held my hand. She was everything that I needed. It was, I think, a lot of the time it's more the mother's needing support because you're the one not getting sleep. But within, I think it was under 2 weeks, we had Vaya in her own cot sleeping through the night. And I tell you what, after 13 months, that is just the most biggest miracle possible. But we worked with Vaya, we worked with me. I didn't find it hard or stressful on Vaya. And it was just the best process possible. So Vicky is an amazing lady, and I would totally recommend her to anyone else out there that is in the same situation as me. Vaya is now 21 months old. Goes to sleep at 6:30 every night. She wakes up between 6 and 7. To be able to just go in, she self-settles. That's just, that to me, I didn't even know what that meant, because I used to feed her to sleep. So Vicky really helped me and my life and my lifestyle. I've just had another little girl, Eden, who's 3 weeks old, and I'm about to, take Vicky on again and make sure that I do everything right from the start. I think as new mothers out there, there's a lot of, it is quite hard. I mean, obviously, second time round, I'm a lot more prepared and my life is a lot more calmer than it was when I had Vaya. But Vicky is really amazing, so I highly recommend her.